isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see here. We started with somewhere. Okay. So try to understand. Try to follow this class carefully, ma. Okay. Here, where we are at 19 now. So yes, scripting. Okay. Somewhere we started there. Okay. We don't need to go again there again and spend time. But let's see the main points we will see. Okay. Right. So try to be active. Okay. If I ask a question, please try to answer it. Okay. So first we started with the scripting introduction. No? So ServiceNow architecture, client server model, we seen it, and then we started seeing client script. So in the client script, no, what is main important thing is gform and guser. Correct? These are the two only important
Yes.
API. Yeah, these are the two only important APIs. We have it. Okay, and if we are able to handle them, that is more than enough. Here also we didn't learn everything, but what we needed in real time, we learned it. Okay, so we try to see as many examples as possible, no? So the same kind of examples you also will get it in real time. Okay, there is nothing much different. Only thing is, okay, when we are writing a script, it is like any one of the client script type. What are the client script types, ma?
Onload, unchange, unsubmit, unsell, edit.
Right. So when we are writing them, we should know which is the best one. Okay, for that particular requirement. That is one thing. Second thing is, okay, is it client script required or can we make it only with what? What is the other alternative?
UI
UI
policy.
policy.
UI policy.
UI policy. Okay, that is the only thing. Okay, if you are able to have that control, na, it is easy to operate any requirement. Mainly go for UI policy. Okay, if you have a single condition with multiple actions, but if you have multiple conditions, okay, with multiple options, then it is too difficult to have it. That time you have to go with client script only. Correct? So let's see
Also,
here.
sir, also,
Yes.
also I was saying that UI policy on form level only. So if someone goes and updates the list, uh, then
Correct.
I think client script is needed there.
UI policy will not work on cell edit. Okay. That is one extra thing. Okay. But see here. Now, okay, I'll just give one requirement. Okay. So requirement is you have a field. Okay. Choice field. Okay. Choice one. Okay. The choices are okay. A, B, C. Okay. And choice two. Okay. Here also maybe X, Y, Z. Okay. And now you, yeah, so now you have two choices here. Just think. Okay. Here choice A is there, X is there. Okay. B, C choices different two choice fields are there. Now you have one value here. Okay. So maybe it is a maybe kind of normal field, a string field. Okay. Now see if here it is A and then here it is X, Y, Z, X and Y. Okay. It should show. If it is B and then Y and Z, it should not show. So if you have multiple conditions like this, na, which is the best way to do?
Client script.
Why client script? Why can't we do using UI policy?
Can do, but we have to create a multiple UI policy and UI
In
policy
UI
options.
policies, you can keep two conditions, no? N number of conditions you can keep, and you can keep choice A equal to A and choice 2 equal to X and Y is one of. You can do, na?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Easy, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Hmm. So,
Sir,
tell me, ma.
I think if we choose reversive false, then there will be.
Correct. So see, that means if you have A here, B, C here, you are showing it and making mandatory. If it is B and C, B or C, and here it is Z, then you will not show a non-mandatory. Reverse false is correct, no?
Yes.
Sir, we are going to apply two conditions. If it is A and it is X, Y, and the second one is if it is B and Z.
So see here, my condition is okay. Let's say like this: CH1, okay, A, ch2, okay, x and y, x or y. Then show and make it mandatory. So now,
Now it's fine, sir. But when we are going to apply the second one, you have said that when we are choosing another option,
this is
like
what
B
we,
and Y set.
so far this is what we discussed now, correct?
Yes, sir. It will work fine.
Now see here, okay, second way is, okay, here you have choice 1, okay. When choice 1 is A, then show the choice 2. See, when choice 1 is A, show the choice 2. Okay. When the choice 1 is B or C, hide it. Okay, you are getting it, my everyone?
Yes, sir.
Then you have one more condition. If choice is X, then show it. If choice is Y or Z, then hide it. So this one have a dependency on this one have a dependency on this one. Then in this case, how you can organize it? Just think. This is actually a live scenario, ma. You understood the requirement, huh? So see, maybe I'm writing it, okay? If ch1 equal to A, okay, show ch2, one requirement, okay. If ch2 equal to, okay, X, then show string field. So now tell me how we can make this fun.
UI policy, through UI policy.
So if it is UI policy, how you do it, ma? How many UI policies you need to do? Think logically. Because UI policy, the dangerous part of UI policy is reverse if false. It's not that much easy to do UA policy, correct?
Yeah,
Think.
through script.
So these things can be done script. Maybe it's a combination of UA policy or a script. Okay. So try to do these kind of things. You know scripting, okay, you know UA policy, you know client side GForm API. Now if you get these kind of things now, so direct is fine. Okay, here one, here two, show it and mandatory. If condition or UA policy you will do. But CH1 if A, then you want to show CH2. If CH2 is X, then you want to show CH3. Then means think about reverse. If CH1 is not equal to A, then what? You are not showing it. When you are not showing this, what about this one? So take this and then try to implement it. If you can able to implement it, use whatever you want it. But finally, okay, if I see a tester, if I see as a tester, everything should work. Positive case, negative case, everything. Here and there, here. You're understanding, ma? Okay, so now you will ask me one more question, sir. When you are loading it, do I need to show the CH2? Maybe yes. What if the default value is A? If it is none, then you need to show. Or you don't need to show, maybe you need to show only at A. If when they select A, then show it. So think all the ways. Then you use every option of client script, you use every option of UA policy. You're understanding, ma? There is nothing difficult here. Only thing is when you are getting these kind of things, so you need to mold all your existing weapons. Like it could be UA action, it could be UA policy, or it could be client scripts. Sometimes you need to use both also. You all agree, ma? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So in UI policy, okay, so this is what we seen. Okay, this is one thing maybe you can try. But here, client script types we discussed on change, on load, on submit, on shell edit. Now it is Jujubi, you all know it. Okay, under G form, okay, this is what our main important thing. So in G form, we started seeing many things. Okay, first few are important. Okay, they are like getting and setting. Okay, how you are getting a value, how you are setting a value, mainly this is the only concept. Later the, even if you want to do some validation also, you have to get some value and then if condition where else other condition, then that and all you need to keep and then do your operations. Okay, when you are doing your operations also, always try to see the negative part of it. The UA policy reverse if false is very, very important actually. But here in client script, you have to define everything. If I do add declaration here, maybe in reverse condition, you have to remove it. If not, okay, they will still see. So what does it mean? You see here in form, okay, something like incident. Okay, issues will come in real time like this kind of issues now. Just maybe you know it already, but I'm just trying to say one more time. So see here, on hold you said, on hold region is mandatory and it is showing. So maybe I will select one value, correct? Now in the same session, I'm moving back. So the field is non-mandatory and hiding it. But what about the value? If the value is still there, when you submit it now in the back end, on hold region will be still that same value, correct?
Yes, sir.
Everyone agree?
Yes, sir.
You, right? So you need to make sure that these kind of things are taken care very carefully. Okay, if you don't take it now, they will take you like it will come and see here. It didn't clear. So if I see here, what does it mean is I selected on hold region awaiting change. Okay, it should be somewhere none. Okay, it should be none. Okay, but now I am in this session. Okay, I came here and then I selected closed. Okay, on hold region. What is happening? Okay, I'll select like this. Okay, and then I will submit it. I will save it or submit it, whatever it is. Just try to understand. Test. Okay. Now I feel like it's not on hold, but maybe it is in progress. And I will save it. Right? So the field value for this particular one for on hold reason is still there. It's not none, which is a blunder. Maybe after few days, if you, you pull out a report for on hold reasons, na, even though if it is not having any reason to on hold, still the value will show like on hold. Where is that, ma? Hold reason is blank, huh? What is 1 second, ma? So on hold reason. Hold reason. It is, oh, I didn't save it. So let's say like this. Okay, sorry. I kept it as, okay, now, okay, see here like this. This is what I wanted, right? So even though we are not doing anything for on hold region, correct? So it will still hold the value, which is, it should not be, why ma? So that is, it is clearing it. Hold region is empty. It's clearing, right?
Sir, can you check again? Select that one.
Maybe it's clearing the option, sir.
Clearing,
It's
sir.
clearing. It's clearing, I think. Yeah, it is clearing means we are good. That's what expected. But if it is not clearing, then, hmm, give me a second. So 3 is there, very good. Now, okay, save it. Right. So now if we see here, where is that? XML, show XML. It is clearing now. Okay. Then good. If it is not clearing means this record will hold the same value, which is not a good one. Correct? You got the point, right, my everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. So when you are writing the script now, please take care of these kind of things. Okay, these are actually these are the things required, not writing the code actually. Okay, when you are hiding it, when you are doing negative things and all, are you taking care of the things properly? Is the main thing. Okay, and when we see here, we started like all the things. Okay, maybe we don't need to go through again. Gform declaration things we see in info messages we see in get value, set value. Those setting, getting we see in it. Add options we see in it. Options for choices, they are very important. And get reference we see in. When we are seeing get reference, we can use dot work. Correct? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And also we seen something maybe practical things. You tried it. You got many people have tried it successfully. Okay. And here on change download same notes. Okay. Here get value. Yes. You got a value. Okay. Using a reference. And when you say reference, you can do dot working. So when you are referencing it, it will take you as an object dot the field value from the record. So this was very clear, right? Everyone, this is very important one more. Everyone clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, yes, again here the same code, decoration, error messages, clear messages, flash, don't require. Setting a value is one of the very important part here. Okay. So setting a value for different types of field, we need to understand what value we need to pass. If it is a reference field, yes, the sysID. If it is a choice backend value. If it is a string. If it is a list, okay, the value is separated by comma. All these things we seen, correct? Which was very important. And when you are setting a value with empty, that means what? That is equal to what? If I pass like
Null.
this,
Undefined.
if I pass like this is meaning of what, ma?
Clear value.
Clear value. So
Empty.
setting a value with an empty is also equal to clear value.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so see here, we used clear value or we can use like this. Both are equal. Okay, this is one important thing. And when we are saying set, right? Set display, set visible, set mandatory, set read only. Those are the primary actions. Okay, that too, set visible. Okay, set display. What is the difference, ma?
Set visible, like it will hide the field, but the form layout will be, if it is hidden, the empty space will be
Right.
like that.
So it will align the form layout. Okay,
Yeah.
it won't give any spaces. That is the only difference. Correct? So if you just round up now, there is nothing you have it here. Only very limited. Getting, setting, okay, and few other. Even in set also we have types. Getting also get reference get and remaining like messages. Okay, add options related. The correct only na? How big it is? G form easy only, right? So silence means not practiced. Okay, okay, it is easy only. Then we seen clear value, yes, start date, end date, and all. I think why we seen it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ma. So here I given some practical things. Okay, maybe please practice it. Also, this is one of the thing I given it. I have a choice field. The choice field I have three fields like on hold region, cancel region, closure region. Okay, if I select cancelled, okay, I should see cancel region with the mandatory true. Okay, if I select maybe on hold, I want to see on hold region with mandatory. Also, the other one should clear. It should hide it. Okay, it should be cleared. Correct? We discussed this part, right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now also we seen it. Okay. So now here we seen one important thing. So see here, I have a field ma, ABC, right? When the field is ABC, okay, I want to hide it. And the ABC is mandatory field. How can I do? Can I directly just
You cannot do.
so what is the option?
Server side.
First,
Why server side? I have a
first we
mandatory
will
field.
accept.
Wait, okay. I have a mandatory field in the form. I want to hide it. Okay. If I write set display equal to false, will it work?
No,
First
so
we
before
will
that,
make it.
we need to put a mandatory false, then
First, we need to say mandatory false and then display false. Okay. This is the flow. If you don't put mandatory false, then hiding or visible will not be controlled because it's a mandatory. Okay. Who said ma server side script? Why server side script came here ma? Okay. So now user auto population. Yes, this is very important one. Okay. We seen that using get reference. Okay. And the same script we seen here, the second scenario. Yeah, I think we discussed it. We seen the code also, 26th. And similarly, okay, I think we no need to go each one. Okay. After G form, we seen G user and G user nothing. Has role exactly. Has roles from list. What is the difference? Correct. And here we try to see client script best practices, which is little important. Okay. In ServiceNow documentation, they were given some close to 10 or 20, 10 client 10 best practices. Okay. We didn't see all of them, but we seen how much we can easily understand. Correct? Everyone? So
Yes, sir.
yeah. So now see, use comments. Yes. Avoid client script. Try to use UI policy. Okay. Avoid global client script. What is the meaning of global client scripts?
View.
View specific. So they
In all
recommend
views.
they recommend to create a client script only for a specific view. But somehow in our real-time examples, okay, we can't create client script for a specific view. We will create for every view, but still it's a best practice. Okay, when you are using get reference, use callback function. Yes, and avoid HTML. Okay, try to use AJAX. Now you know AJAX. That time you don't know AJAX. Okay, so when you want to get the data from server side, use AJAX, which is a best practice because Ajax will run asynchronously. So you get the data, okay, without any fail. Okay, when you use get reference, that time also you can use callback. That is also best practice. Correct? And in client script, don't use glide record at all. Why? Why can't we use glide record in client side? Because when you are in a client side, you are running a server side code which will load heavily. Okay, it impacts the performance of the form. And then we seen something called camel case. Okay, and I think that's it. Correct? Here we still have few more. Okay, if in documentation I think we have 10 or 15 or something. Someone send me the documentation. Okay, try to understand it. Maybe now you will understand, but at least these are enough. If you are able to speak properly in the interview, these are more than enough. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
fine. Then this part is client side scripting. Okay, so in client side scripting now we may come, sir, we didn't cover that, we didn't cover this. Is more than enough, I can say. Still we didn't cover maybe control, small things. Sections I covered it, okay, which is little important. Control I didn't cover. Why? Because if I say gform dot get control of, it will give you HTML object of the script or form or a field, okay, and we don't use HTML things in the client side scripting. We try to avoid it. So get control now we don't use much. That's why I didn't cover it. Fine, right? So if you want to see one or two examples, maybe you can refer it, but not stop. Don't stop this and look for all. First complete this 100% and then elaborate it. Many people are not even crossed client script. So finish our topics first, and then you can spend a lot of time later. Fine? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now business rules. Yes. What are the business? What is now server side scripting? Four types of business rule. What exactly the server side scripting? A script that runs in this database directly. We started with the business rule. Types of business rule. What are the four types of business rules, ma?
Before, after, async,
Before,
display.
after, and
Before,
display.
before, after, async and display. Okay. So that is one of the very important question. Okay. And that is very easy to answer, but very difficult to answer also. So one thing is when you are, okay, answering something in live, try to answer everything or anything with a scenario. Okay. Don't try to give the definitions from ServiceNow or what I give. It will fail. And also it will give you some gap when you are explaining it. If you try to speak with a kind of example, na, you will get that lining easily and also your confidence will be more. Okay, it's not only for business rules, my any topic. Try to speak, okay, technically. Technically, communication will be very easy than normal communication. Correct? Everyone agree?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes,
Yes, sir.
so every concept now, that is the reason I think somewhere I told for every client script I want minimum two scenarios. For every server side script I want two scenarios. Write those scenarios in your mind, okay? Or if you are writing in a notepad or somewhere, you share to everyone so that they will also get help. But when you are speaking, you speak with that scenarios. Don't tell like client script on change, client script is when like that. Okay. So second thing is maybe I think that is the first thing. Before, after, async, display. Okay. Now everything is clear. That time when we were discussing about this definitions, I didn't cover display intentionally. Why? Because we can't cover it. That is completely a different one. Client, server, calling and all. Now it is clear. So here what is before, what is after, what is async, what is display, we discussed it. Okay. There is an event called updating in database, keeping that as a touch point. If second action is running before that, second action is running after that, second action is running away from that. Okay. That is business rule. That defines the respective business rule. Correct, everyone? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So and then we started GlideRecord. So GlideRecord, everyone are seen it, na? We need to go through it, my everyone again. What are the things we covered in GlideRecord? Okay. So GlideRecord, two structures we seen. One structure is okay. This structure. Here, where is that? Where is the structure? Ma? This is one structure. Okay. And
Update.
yeah, update, delete, kind of. Okay, doing direct updations like except creation. Okay, mainly updation only we do, ma. Delete operation is very rare. Okay, create only for create different structure. So if this is your format, so keep this format. Only thing is you need to go to the table. Okay, and then apply the right filter, do the operation. Even if you do it 100 times also, 100 scenarios will come. But only thing is what you are doing, on what you are doing. Correct? Yes or no? So I try to we try to explain as how many, like we try to cover many scenarios. Okay, and also we discussed like how to go to it and then apply add query, add null query, add active query, add encoded query. Okay, so all these queries we see in it, and then we also see next has next underscore next query underscore query. Okay, create, update, delete multiple, get row count, can, for operations in can, right?
Order by limit.
Order by desk, set limit, all those done. So it is very easy. Okay, but I don't know why many people said, sir, no, sir, we didn't practice, we didn't practice. So please practice. It is core, and we discussed in a very simple manner. First, to only cover my topics. When it comes to script include, okay, there are few topics. I can say, okay, first to go from our side and then go from extra side. Don't spend here and there and get confused and waste time. Okay, you just okay, fine. So here, yes, we discussed, and this is something encoded query example, and then this is again, I think null query. Okay, we've seen them all. So this is something maybe you want to get tickets created before that day and then update it, maybe something, right? And here in the business rules and GR side, what are the main important thing is, okay, first question is types of business rules. Okay, when you are explaining the types of business rule, explain with scenarios. Very, very important. Okay, second thing is there are some standard questions, difference between async and after, which is very, very important question. When you are trying to answer it, okay, you answer with maybe one best example. What example we covered, ma, as part of our discussion? Even I written the code also.
Child incidents and
Parent
problem.
and child.
Problem or incidents and child incidents. Okay, maybe you can apply the same thing in your the other tables also. Okay, but the logic is same. If you have a parent one, if you are trying to close it or update something, the same thing needs to update in child also. Okay, instead of closing it, you can also say, okay, when parent incident is getting commented in the work note or customer comment, the same comment needs to update it in child also. Correct? So you see, you have a incident, okay, INC01, and it have 10 incidents, right? So you commented it something here, okay, under investigation, okay, raised a case to ServiceNow, okay, waiting for their input, something you say. So how about these remaining 10 incidents? They needs to be updated, no? So the same thing, you write a simple comment, a simple write a business rule after business rule, get them and update them. This is also an example for after or async, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, try to explore it more. First one base, and then little apply it whenever you get some scenarios. Okay. So this is the very important question here. Second question is in GlideRecord. Okay. They don't ask what is add query, add not query and all. Maybe they will ask, okay, enquered query is very important. Okay, and for interviews, add or condition is very important. Okay, and order by desk set limit. Maybe this is also one question. Okay, and there is a standard very important question. Okay, set workflow false and
Process
all
fields.
those fields. This is very important. You can maybe in our notes now we will take a red pen and then keep stars or something. They are very important. When you are explaining it also, you should have full control when you are explaining it. Hope you know the meaning of it, and then I no need to explain again. I explained as deeper as possible, correct? If I start explaining now, these two will take again half an hour. So these two important, order by desk set limit is fine, and then basic operations. Okay, maybe can also, sometimes you will get it. When you say can, you need to immediately get ACLs. Okay, you are checking your privileges, okay, on ACL level, whether that particular access we have it or not to do the particular job. Fine, correct only, na? Maybe, and then some scenarios. Okay, so if you practice all our scenarios, what we covered, okay, that is more than enough. We covered very basic. Also, we covered the other script where like closing the parent and child, how you are getting the exact details, okay, and all this stuff. So see, in the same continuity, I will give one scenario here. Okay, I think this scenario we covered it, ma. Just try to remind me. Okay, in user table, okay, I have one field, maybe agent something. Okay, agent is true or false. Okay, if I say agent equal to true, I want this user, sorry, I want this user, okay, I want this user to be added to a group which is attached to ITL user, ITL role. Okay, so if I open any record and then check it to true and save it, this user needs to be part of ITL role. That means he should be part of maybe a group, XYZ group. Okay, if it is false, then he should be removed from that group and he should be not part of ITL role also. If this is the scenario, what you do, ma? I think with this scenario we discussed it, right? Did we discuss it?
No, sir, we didn't
No,
discuss
no
that.
problem. So see here, this is the scenario. Now let's discuss now. If this is the scenario, what is the logic? So if
Let
agent
it
equal
glide
to true,
the
okay, give me one. If agent equal to true, okay, maybe take one group, okay, general agent group. This is the group name, general agent group, and it is part of ITL. Okay. Now if agent equal to true, add the user to group. Okay. If agent equal to false, okay, remove user from group. So when you add or remove, automatically it will also remove from ITL role also, correct? Because inheritance will work. Okay. If this is the scenario, what is the code I need to write and what exactly I need to implement it, ma? Just tell me. If you, I can
Let it
see.
glide the GR
One
member
second, ma,
table.
one second. If you can do it, no, I don't want only the code, ma. I want the entire configuration. Where you write it, what you take it, how you implement it. Whoever tell this one, I'm 100% sure within 2 weeks, 5 weeks, maybe if you get a call, you will get the job. Tell me, ma. How many can tell this one? If this is our business requirement, how many can do it now?
Me, sir.
One. Yes, good. How many people join here? I didn't see the count. Maybe 30, 50?
It's a-
Yeah.
so, yeah, but-
Two people.
so
44.
44. Okay. Remaining 42 people are there. Maybe two people said I can do. Remaining people, ma. So let's say, okay. If this is a requirement, yeah, whoever can tell this answer, please tell me. How, first of all, code, two things I wanted. One is code, and second thing is where you define everything. Okay, that means what concept. Yeah, tell me, ma, please. Tell me who said I can do.
Sir, I will write after business on user table.
Okay, right after business tool, very good. After BR. So on user table, you create a BR. Okay, very good. BR and
Yes.
with condition. Okay, this field changes, right? Agent changes. Correct. If agent field changes,
Yes.
then you write business tool condition. So when is maybe after or async.
Yes.
Okay, and then code.
I will glide
When is after?
group member relation table.
So GR member table where GR equal to new glide record of what is the table name exactly?
Is underscore user underscore gr member.
Okay, then now GR add query.
Add query.
Very good. Then
Role is equal to ITIL.
why role? What is your purpose here?
Uh, Group need ITIL role.
So here GR member
Groups will
table
have.
will be having role here. What are the components of
Okay.
GR member? User and group, correct?
Yeah.
So user equal to the username. What you have, ma? You have this one. Okay, and then
Yeah. Right. I will. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
if is required. Okay, so you also have one more group now. So you want to exactly shoot one thing. That's it. So first of all,
Yeah, you have to initialize, right, sir?
yes, you have to initialize, but this is the updation. Okay, let's do one thing. So if current, okay, dot, okay, what is the field name? U underscore agent equal to
Good. True.
2, then this one. This is missing, right? So if it is else, only one thing, no need to write. Okay, here the same thing. Gr dot initialize. Okay, here two things you need to pass: gr dot user, gr dot group. Okay, group is this group sysID. Okay, user is what? Current dot sysID. Correct. So insert is fine, done.
Yes.
Okay, updation maybe you go here if gr next, then you write updated gr dot. What you want to do here? If it is true, you are sorry ma. If it is true, you are creating it. No, so sorry.
Opposite. Opposite.
Opposite. So let's say like this. Okay, if it is true, you are creating it. So here, if it now it is true, this is false. So gr dot delete record. That's it. This is our code. How many understood this one? How many able to do this one? No, no one. One person or two people.
Yes, sir.
Two or three. Yes, ma. Two or three.
Yes, sir.
Maybe five people. Okay. So this is the gap, ma. There is a gap. Just focus it. Okay. Now I don't give any lecture. I already given it. Anything we written wrong?
So in query you have written gr.sysid.
Correct. Where you are? Here. Current dot sysID. Yes, ma. Correct. And also here you need to write one more. Gr dot add query. You are deleting it now. Group equal to. You need to exactly get that particular one, right? So this area of this particular group. Correct. So you are going to exactly that particular record and then deleting it. So whoever is having that user and group. Correct? Everyone agree to this code?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So these kind of things you need to start building it. Okay. Then only you will understand. Okay. The GR That's it, man. You see, you know the script. This is one script where it covers the both structures. So only thing is you didn't practice it, so maybe we are not getting in time in mind. Okay, so let it be fine. Now going back where we are, kind of like we seen this and we try to see all these things. Okay, who can who can be discussed with respect to GR, has role exactly, next underscore next, sys ID, sys fields, everything we seen it. Correct, ma? Is there anything? Set limit also we seen, right? If set, we discussed this part also, which was very important. Then what we seen now, GR is completed. And then as part of GR next class, we also seen one topic called initialize and insert. Okay. As part of that, initialize and insert, we seen a UI action part. Correct, ma? So in the UI action condition current dot maybe nil something we seen, and then we written the code to create a record. Which record we created? From which table? What was our topic, ma, that we covered as part of UI action? No one.
Generate incident.
Generate incident from which table?
Language.
Learning
Learning language.
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 Yes. So from learning language table, we created a button. If you click that button, it will generate an incident by taking the values of learning that particular record. So current dot record. We went like this: gr glide record of incident table, and then initialize, and then inserted, and then okay, to get the values of the incident. So gr dot short description, incident short description equal to current dot description. Something in the current language learning application. Okay, we have all the values. Maybe you're not, you're all getting it or not getting it, ma? So silent.
Yes, sir,
Yes,
we're
sir.
getting it, sir.
Yeah. So something like this, right? Maybe we also seen some advanced topic also. What if we have a user ID here, not a sys ID? Okay, that time how you convert that into sys ID? That also we seen it. Correct? What is the condition we will get that? Maybe if it is closed. When we see, ma? I think when we are closed, generate incident. When we see it, anyone have any reactions?
I think this cancel this
The incident
state
state
equal to
is
8.
equals
Current state equal to 8 means it's cancelled, and if it is cancelled and related incident equal to null, then so yes, we felt like when it is cancelled, okay, that time you need an option to generate an incident. Okay, it's cancelled. Test time pass. Okay, and where is that related incident? Related incident. Related incident. Where did we keep that related incident? Here. This is here. Okay. So when the condition is satisfied, then you see generate incident. When you are generating an incident, you are taking all these values only, this value, this value, this value, okay, and then you are creating an incident there. So to pass gr assignment group, you are passing current record assignment group, current this one, correct? So the code is like that. Then we seen something else also. Okay, so what if you have something else? Okay, so here you are having an employee name sysid, which is a sysid, but you have an employee id here. You write like, okay, you write like admin. Take this and then convert that into sysid. This particular scenario we seen somewhere, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then you go to advanced. I think I showed it, ma. Somewhere I showed it. I think this is the one. Okay, in the language field I say here something I written maybe admin. Okay, if you have admin, take this admin, convert this admin as system administrator, and then keep that to caller ID. This is what the second code we written here. First time we written directly. Okay, we copied this sysid and we kept it in caller ID. But second time when we discussed it, we felt like, okay, here we enter the user ID of it. Using this user ID, get the sysid of the user and keep it for caller ID. That's what we tried. Correct? This code I already given to you. Okay, once it is inserted, get that get that incident which got created, and then place here as a related incident. Okay, This is also we seen. So see here, I am running it again. Okay, I want to. So here, system administrator there is there. I don't want to pass system administrator. I want to pass. Okay, maybe able tutor or someone. So maybe yeah, maybe let's pass this guy. So in this record here, mention the language. The user ID is there. Okay, taking this text field, you need to get the caller, sorry, user, and then in the incident generation, you need to keep him as a caller, right? This is what we are doing there. So let's do it. Generate incident. Okay, both are gone for a sec. Yeah, this is the incident it is created. Now if you go and see, the caller is Abraham Lincoln. From where it got? From here it got. Right? Everyone?
Yes.
So this was little advanced one. Okay, you may see these kind of advanced scripts in future. You will be having some value. Using that value, go to that record, get the remaining things, and then use those values in your current requirement. It won't be always direct, right? So we seen that, and then what? And then where is the notepad? So we seen we seen data policy, simple concept, UI policy, data policy. Okay, if I want to show data policy, what is the best way to show I want to show what is data policy. How can I show?
List view.
List view.
List view.
What is list view,
Data record.
No dear.
Visible should be always evaluable.
Sir, we can get the record through the REST API or scripting. In that way, we can show the data policies.
Try to insert some data to
the
the
record from
existing records through background script.
without updating.
What
By using import table.
did we cover import set in our classes? No, right?
No.
So what example we covered? That is
By using background script, we have tried
What we
to
have covered is, sir, like
using background
we are
script. Yes.
closing the incident
You are
through
trying to
scripting.
close the incident.
Background scripts, right? Yeah.
So when you are closing, when you are trying to close the incident, okay, set value of state equal to 7. It don't allow you to do because when you are closing it or resolving it, there are two more fields: closure code, closure nodes. They are mandatory. Okay, how they are forcing you? Because of data policy. Correct? So that example we seen, and we implemented one data policy in our table. We try to update something, it failed, and then we removed that, we disabled the data policy, we ran it again, it worked, and then we seen the data policy can be converted as UI policy, difference between UI policy and data policy. Okay, and the three requirements to be followed if you want to convert a UI policy to data policy, that also we seen. Correct, everyone? Is there anything we missed it?
yes, sir.
Right? So that is also one of the very important. Okay, the data policy from server side is very important topic. Okay, keep it and go through it. Please finish it. And schedule jobs, we seen it. So what? Okay, can someone give? Maybe 5 people can give 5 examples for schedule jobs. Any example can be given.
Oh, sir, I'll give you one example.
Yes, please.
When we do an integration, LDAP connecting, bringing users into our system at a particular time and day.
Okay, so when you are doing LDAP integration, so loading the user's data to ServiceNow system on a periodic manner, weekly once or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Example
Or
10.
morning and night on the same day.
Yeah, got it. Next example, please.
Schedule we can close the request for incident like if it is pending for 3 days or something while calculating the date and time.
If the request is on what basis, can you please repeat the requirement? I didn't.
Yeah. If it is pending for 3 days, user got created the request and he didn't given the proper requirement in the request, and we have asked for something in the request, and he didn't update it within 3 days. In that case, it will should auto close.
Oh,
So we can.
okay, got it. In real time, maybe we need to think about it before we close it, but I understood. It may be relevant. Yes, good. Next one, please. What if the user is not available? He is a vacation for 1 week.
To create a report, sir. To create a report for incident closure per week.
Yeah, it will send 3 reminders also to the user before closing it.
within 3 days.
Like it will create a event notifications
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
user.
the 3 days time is very less time. That's what my point.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
Understood.
yeah,
The requirement is valid. I understood
yeah,
the time is like concern. Okay, good. So
yeah.
someone said reporting. Okay, but in reporting, can okay just try to give some example with respect to scripting. Report can be scheduled. Yes, good. But anything maybe you can frame with the scripting side.
If you want to delete multiple records, you can schedule a job.
What kind of records? So on what basis? Multiple records means
If any duplicate records or multiple records, unnecessary records,
duplicate
Inactive
records.
users.
Inactive users. Okay, duplicate records. Yeah, maybe when you are trying. Yeah, ma'am. I understood correct only. But when we are speaking in interviews, no, be more specific. Okay. So records of what? So records maybe like the user is not logged in for some time. Okay. That too try to say don't delete it, but maybe inactive. If it is users, exactly. But if it is dummy, okay, maybe junk and all, you can delete it. Be specific when we are giving the answer. Okay. Got it right? Yes. Okay. Fine.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Now script include, yes, script include first day it looks like a giant. Then second day we see the script include again. Okay, that time we see in a different way. First day AJAX call, we have one script in server side. We started discussing class functions. Okay, and then second day we had one what we seen in second day PA contributor. PA contributor is a script include. No, PA contributor is a dynamic filter option where you have a script include. We call that script include, got the values, used that value in dynamic reference qualifier. Okay, and then we also
It's
seen,
advanced.
yeah, and then also we seen display business tool, G Sketchpad. Okay, so see here, there is one very important question will come here. Okay, so from here to here, okay, in UI actions we will get very less questions. What is UI action? Maybe an example for UI action. You can just give whatever the example. Okay, but in UI action there is one question will come called, can you able to trigger an UI action from script? Okay, so this is okay. There is something called GSFT. Okay, use this function to trigger an UI action. Okay, that's it, man. Remember for this one, maybe you can just to give a maybe see one syntax GSFT. Okay, gs.gsft something it will come or GSFT. Okay, just give me 1 second. It is only interview question. We will use very less. That is the problem. Service now. Mm, yeah. So this is one important question. Keep it. This one, okay, so you call this one and here you pass the okay the name of the UI action. Okay, if you want to
Okay, it is something calling function from the client script,
which function, so calling a
like
UI action from script.
UI action functions. Yeah.
Calling a UI action from script, you can do it like this, but it's very rare. Okay, why you call it UI action is like a normal manual action, but okay, just keep it in your list. If you get a question like, can UI action be triggered from script? Yes, using GSFT submit. Okay, one question. Next question is, what is UI action? What are the things will be there in UI action? That and all standard question. Okay, so in a form, okay, where is our learning form? Okay, so here I want to know what is the last action that I clicked. Based on that, maybe I need to do some action. So I have two UI actions here. Okay, create incident, update incident. Okay, now I have one more action here. Okay, if the last action is clicked as create action, then do something. So that means you should know what action was clicked last. Correct? You're all getting me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you are in a form level. So in G form, do we have anything such? Okay. So see here in a client side scripting, if you go to G form, I didn't cover that one when we were discussing in scripting. Okay, because it have dependency. So here gform, okay, dot get action name. So the get action name will get you the name of the last triggered UI action. Okay, so you just keep it, and then it will write you maybe one action name. If that action name equal to this one, do some action. If the action name is something else, do some action. So you want to do based on the last action that is triggered. That too, when you say action, that is UI action. Everything is in UI action. All these things are UI actions. You're getting the question, ma? Everyone? Yes, no? It is only interview question. Okay, just keep it. So what is get action is, the get action will write the last UI action that is triggered. Easy. And that's it. Clear? Yes.
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 Okay. So these are the important questions with respect to UI actions. Okay. So keep it. Now go back. Uh, data policy we
So
covered.
when you say UI, so when you say UI action, class 34, 38, all of them
No, only 34.
as one term.
UI action
Okay.
generate incident class now.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So in data policies, what is data policy? Okay, explain with an example. What is the difference between UI policy and data policy? If I want to convert a data policy to UI policy, what are the things? If I okay, if I want to convert an UI policy to data policy, what are the things? Same question, nothing else. Okay. In scheduled jobs, what is scheduled job? Okay. Just to give some examples. Correct. And here in scheduled jobs, there are three scheduled jobs now. Okay. So here scheduled jobs. Okay. Generally, we covered as part of scripting is schedule a script. Okay, that example we seen it. But we also have something called report schedule. Create a report and schedule it. Okay, and there is one more thing called template schedule. Okay, so this one we may see later, but for scripting people who join, this one is covered. Okay, when you get a chance, you also see them also. Fine, everyone who joined for scripting, please take this as a note and you refer it later. Okay, so these
Okay,
kind
sir.
of questions will get it here. Fine. And now script include. Yes, script include is a very important topic. First of all, definition of script include. What is a script include? First immediate question. Okay, and then okay, code. How you call a script include from client side. Okay, only remember client side call a script include is using AJAX. Then immediately what is AJAX? Asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Okay, how you call a script include from server side. Okay, script include name dot function name, new dot or something. Okay, then can you call a script include from script include? Yes, same way. You can just check this question, you have the answer also. Okay, same, however you call it. See, how you call a script include from server side, same syntax. How you call a script include from script include? Script include itself is a server side, so you are calling another function, the same thing only. Okay, but question will come in a confusion manner. Okay, now there is one nonsense question will be there called types of script includes. Okay, so generally as per ServiceNow documentation, there is no such thing. Okay, but people are created in a way that okay, there are some types of script include. Okay, client callable. See, when you open a script include, no, you have one button called client callable. So if you select it, then only it will support AJAX call. Okay, so based on that, they define like okay, if you select it, it is one type. If you don't select it, it is different type. Okay, but if you see it in the same thing in ServiceNow documentation, there is no such concept called script include types. Okay, few people will say this is one type. Okay, client callable. Okay, non-client callable something, server callable something. That is one type of one way of expressing the definition, like differences. Okay, second way is if a script include is having one function, Okay, that is one type. If the script include is having multiple function, it is second type. So that way they define the difference. Okay, so either way you learn one thing, okay, and then keep in your memory and then at least try to explain it if you get it. Okay, but it is not actually this topic of service now. Okay, script include types. This will come from community. Okay, on demand classes, extend. These are all nonsense, ma. Okay, so I am just giving this. Try to understand it. Stick with only one item, whether it is client callable, non-client callable, or on demand, demand, whatever you face it. Take only one, keep it one, and then explain that one. Okay, classless, cat, global, non-global. These and all not actually the concepts actually. So that's why I didn't cover it. Okay, so see here, on demand, extend, define, nucleus, that and all. I don't know, ma. I even not seen it. Okay, see, maybe you can keep this one. We have only two main things: client callable, server callable. If you check the client callable, yes. If it is not client callable, server callable. At least to keep it. But I'm just keeping this link for your reference. Fine. Okay. It is also one of the question you keep it. And the next important question is difference between, okay, BR versus script include. This is ultimate question. Okay, when you are answering this particular question, your mind, your maturity will be expressed. Okay, script include only there is only very important definition or a difference between these two is BR will run always. Okay, script include will run whenever it is initiated, whenever it is being called. Okay, and then later you can see you can tell ma, okay, script include is a class, it have multiple functions, you can derive so many functions one time and then you can use across the all platform and all. Business tool is specific to table level and all. So this is more okay, so this is more related to table level, one table one business tool, but script include is like platform level, global. Okay, so these kind of things you can tell, but first one you have to cover it. If you don't cover it means you don't know. Fine, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so there is one thing in business rules. Okay, we are getting late, ma. I will take maybe another 5 minutes, please bear. Okay, so in business rule, okay, there is something called global business rule. It is also one of the tricky question. Anyone know what is global business rule? No one. Okay, fine. So what does it mean is if I create a business rule, okay, don't confuse wherever we see so far we seen global in views and all, but here instead of table, okay, if you create global, that is global business rule. That means this particular business rule will run on every table, which is very rare case. Agree everyone?
It will run automatically, or we have to
Condition.
call it
You
something?
need to
No,
define
it
it,
will
ma.
run
You need to
auto.
define the condition. It will trigger. See, when we are discussing about business rule, triggering, running, there are two words we stressed. If you ask me, sir, will it trigger automatically? Yes, it will trigger on every table, every time. Will it run? Will it? It will run maybe based on the condition. What you kept the condition, okay? What you kept the code. But think like what are the situations you get to write a global business rule? Very rare. Okay. So now, even if you can see, do you have any? I don't know, man. Okay. I think we have too many. Okay. Global business rules. So see, currency filter. Is there anything where we can easily understand? I don't know. I never seen it. Okay. If you see it also, they will up. Maybe they will define something. So it is running on every table. Very good. No condition. Okay. What they are running is, they are defining a function, and then they are converting something. Maybe they're glide converter. I don't know what is the glide converter, but it is converter. I don't know. They are doing something. Not sure. Okay. Maybe it is applicable for a platform level thing. Okay. But Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't get these kind of scenarios, but interview point of view, if someone asks you what is global business tool, simply tell like, okay, a business tool that created for every table is a global business tool, and you will select global here instead of a specific table. Correct, everyone? Fine. Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is also one of the important question. Please cover it. And business tool. That's it. My question said.
Yes.
Script include. Types of script include. Difference between this one and that one. Then try to build some okay real case scenarios. So when we seen dynamic reference qualifier, that time you seen one script. Okay, the script is getting user roles or users with specific role. Correct? Maybe you frame one more scenario where you want to show all the users who have service desk. Okay, as a reference, so you have a reference field where you want to show okay all the users with specific groups. Okay, let's say let's frame a scenario. Just think like this. Okay, if I ask you to build a scenario, okay, I want to show uh, all the groups of the user. You go to gr member table and get the groups and show here sysid in something. Okay, maybe I want to let's say I have a user field here. Okay, and I want to show the users okay who are part of all the groups where this user is belongs to. You got my requirement, ma? It's a crazy one, but it's a requirement. So this user is part of 5 groups. In those 5 groups, 75 people are there. And I want to show only those 75 people here. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We
Maybe
got it.
crazy. Yeah, it may be crazy. You need to go to GlideRecords. But think like this. You have one user, then getting the first all the groups, and then getting the users of those groups, and then show here in a reference qualifier. So think like this. So you know basic structure now, getting users for a specific role, but go beyond that. Try to implement it. So you see how you where you need to write, how you need to write, and what are the issues you see. Everything you will start building the capabilities. Okay. So yes, script include dynamic reference qualifier. We seen it and BR. I think that's it, ma. This is all I can cover. Okay. And again, I'm saying I didn't cover much because many people are here with very entry level. Okay, only few people there who know ServiceNow and they can understand little deeper, but many are very at entry level. No? Keeping that, we try to keep as deeper as possible for you your level. Okay, still it is there. You can still discuss maybe another 20 days also. But first complete this part without even missing one single line of my class. Then start building your capacity. If you miss this part and then try,
Yes.
you will waste your time. Correct?
So one question, sir.
Yes, ma'am, please. Yeah.
After this class, the regular meeting will continue. Phase 3.
After this class, I will be continuing the phase 3 for B19 people, but who joined for scripting here will be ended with today. So if you see here, there are two, B19 have two set of people. People who joined from first day, they are actually B19, and who joined for only scripting, they are B19 scripting. Okay, that will be ended, and the other one will continue with B3 from tomorrow. Service catalogs and workflows. Fine. Okay, good.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions, ma? I think that's it from my side. Okay, the groups will be always alive. We don't be closing those groups. Okay, so please be active in the groups. Try to discuss as much as possible. Okay, and who are all maybe I think you are all like who are all joined for scripting now. You are already having service now jobs, right? In that case, practice more, upgrade your careers in your present situation. Don't just learn and leave it. Take it as a challenge. You spend money. Okay, you spend time. Maximum utilize it. Fine, fine, everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I think